Welcome back, students. This part again becomes very important if I talk about Z main or Z advanced level. The reason is, here we will not be talking about direct quadratic equations, rather equations that can be reduced to quadratic. We will be learning such 5 types. Let's begin. Here is the first type of equations which can be reduced to quadratic equations. So let's see what kind of equations we have in this category. So here you can see that first of all, the first identification is that this keeps on moving, okay, keeps on going. So you will find that these kind of equations, they are not looking like quadratic equations. If I look them at the first instance, you will say that it is not a quadratic equations. Definitely it is not a quadratic equations, but when we try to analyze it, when we try to convert it, it can be reduced to quadratic equations. Let's see how. What we have to do is, in this kind of questions, we have to identify from where I am getting repeated things. Now x is equal to 1 plus something, and now it is 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3. So I can say that this 1 upon 3, this whole thing is again getting repeated. Okay. So you can see that x minus 1, I have put this minus 1 on the left hand side. So this x minus 1 looks like 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 2 plus, and again everything is repeated, which is again equal to x minus 1. So this is how we solve the question. We have to think where everything is repeated. This 1 was extra, so first of all I put it on left hand side, okay, and I saw 1 upon 3, no, nothing is repeating. Okay, once I saw 1 upon 3 again, it is repeating, so it is again equal to x minus 1. And now we can solve this and get the answer. So this is x minus 1 equal to 1 upon 3 plus, this equals 1 upon 2 plus x minus 1. So this becomes x plus 1. So 1 upon x plus 1. So I have x minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 jumps over here. Okay. So here we have 3x plus 3 plus 1. So x minus 1 into 3x plus 4 equal to x plus 1. So we can solve it and get the final answer. Right? So let's quickly solve it. Let's solve the left hand side. So what is the left hand side looks like? X minus 1 into 3x plus 4. So 3x square plus 4x minus 3x is plus x minus 4, that is equal to x plus 1. So x's get cancelled. We have 3x square equal to 5, or x equal to root over 5 by 3. Okay. So this is how we can solve the quadratic equation and get the two answers. Okay. Now let's see one illustration so that it becomes more clear to us. So here we have to find the value of this expression. Okay. So first of all, you can see that it is nothing similar to quadratic equations. But if I try to identify, it comes in the category where everything is repeating, because I have this dash 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 dash, right? So what I'll do is, the first step I will assume it to be x. Okay. So when I have assumed it to be x, now let me see, I have x equal to under root 6. So from where I can find under root 6 again, I can find root 6 again from here. So this will again be equal to x. So x equal to root over 6 plus x. You can square both the sides, so x square, that is equal to 6 plus x, or x square minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So we can solve it. We can make the factors. So x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 equal to 0. So x plus 2 and x minus 3, these are the factors. So I can have the two values. Okay, so this is how we solve this category wherein we have equations which keeps on moving. Okay, and what we have to understand that from where it is getting repeated, and we'll put that equal to x again and we'll try to solve it, because that becomes quadratic equations. After that we got two solutions, x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 3. Okay. Okay. Now let's move to the second type, in which you will see that you have an equation like this. Solve for x square minus 6x whole square equal to 81 plus 2 into x minus 3 whole square. The first thing is, what is the speciality of this type? The speciality of this type is, you will find that your variables, okay, they are forming some kind of AP, arithmetic progression. So here if I solve it, this comes as x into x minus 6 whole square, that is equal to 81 plus 2 into x minus 3 whole square. So here I have x, then also I have x minus 3, and then I have x minus 6, right? So what all variables I have? X minus 3 and x minus 3, and they are forming an arithmetic progression, right? You can easily see that the common difference is same. So what I'll do in this case is, whatever is the middle term, I'll put it as equal to y. Once I put equal to y, we will find that the whole equations get reduced to quadratic equation. How? When this is y, I can write x as y plus 3. Okay. Y x minus 6. X minus 6 as y minus 3, and that is in the whole square. Okay. 81 plus x minus 3 is y, so I have 2y square. Okay. Now y plus 3 into y minus 3 is y square minus 9. So y square minus 9 whole square, that is equal to 81 plus 2y square. We will open it. So y square plus 9 9s are 81 minus 2 9s are 18, y square equal to 81 plus 2y square. We can cancel it. Okay. So we got it equal to as y raised to the power 4. Okay, now here minus 2y square comes, so minus 20y square, that is equal to 0. So definitely it is 4 degrees, so I will have 4 solutions. So that will look like, if I take y square common, y square minus 20, that is equal to 0. So y square equal to 0 gives me 2 solutions which are same, y equal to 0, and y square equal to 20 gives me y equal to root of 20 plus minus. This becomes 2 root 5. So we have 4 solutions. Now let's move to the third type, wherein we have to solve this for x. Now this looks similar to the previous one if I look at it carefully, because I have various expressions in the same variable x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 and x minus 5. Okay, and though we have put in the different category, because here we are not having only three terms in the same variable, rather we are having more. Okay, but here speciality remains the same. Here again, if I'll compare x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5, they are forming an arithmetic progression whose middle term is x minus 3. So I'll start by putting x minus 3 equal to y. Okay, so what will be x minus 1? It will be y plus 2 whole cube. What will be x minus 2? Y plus 1. Okay, and here I can write this x minus 3 as y cube. Okay, now what is x minus 4? Y minus 1. What is x minus 5? That comes out to be y minus 2 whole cube. That is equal to 0. Okay. Now what we have to do is, we have to solve this expression. Now why is it becoming very simple to solve? The reason is because here you can see that y plus 2 whole cube and y minus 2 whole cube. Okay, y plus 2, y minus 2, I can club them. I can club y plus 1 whole cube and y minus 1 whole cube, and y cube we can treat as separately. So this becomes pretty simple. Okay, you can take y plus 2 whole cube and y minus 2 whole cube together. So you will have lot many terms getting cancelled. So this will help us in solving the questions. But here if I take it that for the first instance, it will not help me, because nothing will get cancelled at the first instance. Okay, but then our final solution is not for the y, but it is for equal to x. So whatever you are getting your solutions for y, you have to make sure that finally you have to add 3 to get the final answer. Let's move to the next type. So here you can see that we have something in powers which is not looking like quadratic equations, but if we try to analyze it, 4 raised to the power x plus 1.5, 9 raised to the power x plus 0.5, 10 into 6 raised to the power x. Okay. What I should do is, I should try to take the powers with the variable separately and powers with the integers or any real number separately. So this comes to be 4 raised to the power x into 4 raised to the power 1.5, that can be written as 3 by 2, plus 9 raised to the power x plus 9 into 9 raised to the power 0.5, that is equal to 10, 6 raised to the power x. Again 4 raised to the power x. Now what is 4 raised to the power 3 by 2? 4 raised to the power half is 2. 2 cube is 8. Okay. 9 raised to the power x. What is 9 raised to the power 0.5? 3. That is equal to 10. 6 raised to the power x. So here also I cannot see that it has resolved into something simpler form. So that means I have to do something else. Okay. 4 can be written as 2 raised to the power something. 9 is 3 square and 6 is 2 into 3. That is giving me similar terms. So 2 raised to the power 2x into 8 plus 3 into 3 raised to the power 2x, and here this becomes 2 raised to the power x into 3 raised to the power x, because 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Now you can see easily that if I divide this whole equation by either 3 raised to the power 2x or 2 raised to the power 2x, okay, you will have something similar to quadratic equation. How? Divide by 3 raised to the power 2x, 8, 2 by 3 raised to the power 2x plus 3, that is equal to 10 times 2 by 3 raised to the power x. And now we will have the next step as we will put 2 by 3 whole raised to the power x equal to y. So this becomes 8y square plus 3 equal to 10y. We can solve this. Again remember that we have to get finally the value of x, okay, and x is, again I will use 2 by 3 raised to the power x equal to y and get the final answer. So 8y square minus 10y plus 3 equal to 0, okay. So we have 4 and 6 as the roots. So 8y square minus 4y minus 6y plus 3 equal to 0. So here I can take 4y common and here I can take 3 common. So we have 2y minus 1. So we have two solutions, y equal to 4 by 3. Okay, and we have also y equal to half. So what you have to do is, first I'll take y equal to 4 by 3. So that means 2 by 3 raised to the power x equal to 4 by 3. So you can take log on both the sides. So x log 2 by 3 equal to log 4 by 3. This will give you the final answer in log. Okay. Let's move to the next type, where you can see that your equations look like this. Solve for x equal for x 5 plus 2 root 6 raised to the power x square minus 3 plus 5 minus 2 root 6 raised to the power x square minus 3 equal to 10. The most important thing here is, the speciality of this type is that you have 5 plus 2 root 6. Okay, this is your irrational and 5 minus 2 root 6 is irrational. But if I consider this as a plus root b, this is a minus root b. Okay, and when you will multiply them, a plus root b and a minus root b, you always find that this is equal to 1. That means I can write my a minus root b as 1 upon a plus root b, and that becomes a plus root b raised to the power minus 1. This is very important. Let's see, is it valid even in this question? So what I'll do is, I'll multiply 5 plus 2 root 6 and 5 minus 2 root 6. So what is a minus b into a plus b? A square minus b square. So 5 square minus 2 root 6 whole square. That becomes 25 minus 24, that is 1. Yes, so I can write, if I write 5 plus 2 root 6, what I am going to do here is, I will put 5 plus 2 root 6 equal to y. Okay. As soon as I put it, I get my equation as y raised to the power x square minus 3 plus Now 5 minus 2 root 6 would be y raised to power minus 1. Okay, so y raised to the power minus 1 into x square minus 3 equal to 10. Again we will follow one more step. We will put y raised to power x square minus 3 equal to 10 equal to t. So I have t plus 1 by t equal to 10. So what we have to do is we have to solve in several steps. First of all we will get the value of t. Okay, first we will get t and then we will get y and then finally we will get x. This will give us the final answer for x. Okay, students, I hope you are clear with all the 5 types of equations getting reduced to quadratic and also their illustrations. Now we will see the questions that were asked in past IIT papers. So stay tuned with me. Have a nice day. Thank you.